Okay, everybody, I'm back for a retake of this the Goonbox thing. That's room correction, evidently. So we talked about what a little bit about what my hunch was, because it's coming from Pro, and I'm always leery of people bringing stuff from Pro into hi-fi. It's like we spend a lot of money on our hi-fi, and people that don't know any better would come and spend something. That you have to know your way around electronics to determine if something is overpriced or not, or a fake or whatever. So my hunch was that this thing came from the pro audio world. Clearly it did. Okay. And it's been rebranded clearly by USA Tube Audio. I know that they're like a dealer. They're not a manufacturer, as far as I know. Okay, so this thing's made in the USA, I would imagine. And now we look inside. Okay, this thing is priced at $4,500. We look inside, and those are cheap caps. Okay, this is like the cheap kind of caps. They're not WEMA. They're, maybe it gives them a certain flavor or whatever. As I look around in here, I don't see anything. I mean, that's a very simple circuit. This is a power supply. It's a very simple power supply. There is a couple Jensen transformers, probably the input transformers. These are the maybe do the for the XLRs, so that it makes them single-ended. It converts for the board, because this is a single-ended board. It's not differential. This is where the name of the company is that they rebranded it from. Clearly, they don't want us to see that, because this is some sort of epoxy hard material over the name, most likely, of who this brand is. But they didn't cover up the name in here. See what we got down there? Hendy Amps power supply. So I looked up Hendy Amps. This thing is called a Michelangelo, and it's $2,200. So I can get the same damn thing. If I just go to Hendy Amps, I can buy the same damn thing for half price. This is a perfect example of a hi-fi hustle. Okay, they're grabbing something from Pro. They're putting their name on it. They're pretending that it's something else. They're calling it room correction. This is audio bullshit. Okay, sure, it might be fun to throw in your rig and play with, but it has nothing to do with hi-fi. It's not. This is just a scramble box. It's like this is meant for the studio. It's not meant for the system. Again, as I was looking through here, I was thinking to myself, yeah, it looks like about a $2,000 piece. That's what I was thinking to myself. It's about worth half of what they're charging. So what they're doing is, and this is the deal, is they are getting full retail for it, but we're putting in a quote-unquote dealer margin. Okay, so in other words, they're selling it at wholesale for what retail is, $2,250, and then they're giving it off to a dealer, and the dealers mark it up twice. They double it. And then that's how they get their margin. Or if these guys are selling it direct only at 40, then they're doing that. So this is the example of what I told you, the bullshit high price. So you can half price it and get what you really want. So if this thing's $2,250, that's full retail price. They bullshit 45, and then they tell you, well, we'll sell it to you for $2,500 or $2,250, and then you go, oh, sweet, and you buy it immediately, and that's really retail price, because as we see, the Hendy Amps website has it for $2,250. So this is and I traded it for good product, of mine, and so now that it's been exposed as an imposter, don't pay more than two grand for this thing. Hey, if it's $2,000 from Hendy Amps, it's probably 40 points off that for the dealers. So Hendy Amps is probably happy to get whatever $1,200, $1,300 for this thing. Yes. So it's nothing hi-fi. It's not a room correction unit. It's a rebranded thing to try and make it look like it's for hi-fi. I'm sure you can have fun with it. I'm sure it does stuff, like it definitely shapes the sound, but it's just say what it is. Just say it's a freaking tube compressor and a thing, and we put it in the rig and it sounds good. We like it, but to say it's room correction and to try and change it around and to rebrand and call it something else and mark it to 4,500, that's a little shady. But it's typical for the hi-fi business. It's typical. I'm not even, this doesn't even upset me. This is just like, I mean, I knew it from the second I saw it. It's just like, okay, this is a pro audio piece, Goonbox, whatever. Let's check it out. I will still give it a shot, okay, because we know we've exposed it now for what it is. But let's at least give it a shot as a handy Michelangelo, what it really is. And we'll put it in the rig and we'll listen to it. And we'll see. Maybe it does sound good in the rig. Maybe it can do some cool things. We don't. I don't know that yet. So all I'm telling you is that we know what it is. We've exposed it. It's $2,250 full retail price from Handy Amps, and it's a Michelangelo, and it's a tube pre. It's something meant for the studio. See, if I was going to do this and I was coming through here, these would all be WEMA. For sure. I might put some film and foil in there, depending if they could fit. These, let me see these potentiometers here. They're not bad. They're okay. You could go with something definitely higher end. Jensen transformers, they're pretty good. They're not Lundahl at all, but their Jensens are okay. They're actually pretty good. I don't even know if these are Hammond or what the brand is on these. Oh, wait, I can see on the side. Okay, those are Jensen too. Okay, so those are decent quality transformers. These are, let's see, that might be a Jensen. Maybe not. Doesn't look like it. And then these caps, I put some different caps on the power supply. Something a little more highfalutin than these. Same with these over here. These are just, these are cheap Nishikans, just real industrial grade. They're probably not even 105, are they? See if they're even computer grade. Let's see. I can't tell. I can't see right now. Well, anyways, they're cheap. They're cheapos. I know by the color of them. Yeah, they are 105. Okay. Yep. So at least they put computer grade in there. Cheesy voltage regulators. Those are probably not even. They're not hi-fi voltage regs like we would use. Let's see, they're not at all. So this could be cleaned up. So we could put some real sweet voltage regs in here. We could change out all these caps to WEMA, or add some film and foil possibly. I would just leave all this the way it is. Transformers are cool. All that. I would change these caps out. I would change the tubes to not electroharmonics, but something a little, maybe some NOS or something. I would actually listen to them first, because sometimes the electroharmonics are the best for the job, because sometimes the NOS can be a little delicate or something. And then I would change around these power supply caps, and that'd be about it. Not too much. Yeah. So it's a simple piece. It's a simple piece, and it's common. It's a common thing. That's that. That's how you find out about hi-fi. You got to look at everything skeptical, man, because it's all guilty until proven innocent. That's the way I look at all hi-fi. I'm skeptical right off the cuff. Before anything happens, I don't trust it. And then it has to earn my trust. I have to look it over, and I inspect it, and then it'll tell me what it is. I'll know that it's if it's an imposter, if it's a real creation, if it's innovation, if it's not, if it's common, if it's old, if it's new tech, whatever. So anyways, there you have it. I'll be back a little bit to follow up on this when we'll put it into the rig and give it a shot to shine. Because regardless if it's a fake out and kind of a hustle, maybe it does sound great, and so we'll give it its a fair shot. And so this is just the second installment. You will see the third one soon. See you.